Hello, this is Bob from Universal Player Piano. Today we're going to be checking out the Universal Player Piano roll motor. The test will be done with power on. Be very careful. You will be testing at your own risk. I find that roll motors are a frequent cause of problems. Two types of motors were used. One is the Barber-Coleman motor, and they were used before 1979. Usually they have a day code on them. This one is the 42nd week of 1979. The funny thing about the Barber-Coleman motor is it takes double the amount of voltage that the Pitman motor takes. All right, and the whole idea is to get the rotational speed, like 1001, 1002, 1003 should be one revolution. And this one takes about 11.5 volts to do the one revolution. The second motor we're going to be talking about is the Pitman motor. Now the Pitman motor, of course, was used after 1979, and to this day it's the motor of choice. It takes 5.5 volts, tempo 70, which is 7 feet of paper per minute, and it doesn't take a lot of current. I've got this one all set up. I got a little tester here, so we push the button. It's only taking 65 milliamps. The failure profile of the Pitman motor is that as time goes on, it takes more and more current, so the insulation breaks down, especially on the ones that were built in the 1980s. So to test the motor, you can buy a multimeter, a bolt-on multimeter from Amazon for under $15, and you take the top lug off of the motor and you put it on 20 milliamperes DC and put one probe on here, the top lug, and one probe on the wire that you took off. All right, and you play the piano. And it should be under 200 milliamperes, all right? Now, there is another problem. Maybe the board is bad. So you put the lug back on again. Now turn the multimeter to DC volts, okay, in the 20 volt scale. And very carefully put the probe between the top lug and the bottom lug and play the piano. And it should read 5.5 volts, between 5 and 6 volts on tempo 70. I do sell motors. I do have motor testers that I actually give out at no charge, but there's a $50 refundable deposit plus postage. You call me if you have any questions at 330-467-8271, and I do have a YouTube instruction video on motor replacement. Thank you very much for watching Universal Player Piano roll motor testing.